Bonjour, monsieur, bonjour, mademoiselle, bonjour, madame. Aujourd'hui, c'est le jour du match. Today is match day. Ipswich contre Man United. It is the first game of Ruben Amorim in charge of the biggest football club in the world. And guys, when I'm excited, I tend to speak in all forms of languages. So you will bear with me. It is one of those exciting, confusing days, to be honest, because I do not know what to expect. But what I know is that Ruben Amorim has got us. So, guys, bienvenue, bienvenue to the new era of Manchester United. Let's get it, guys. Wherever you are in France, I know it's my friend called Prince Odion in Paris. I know you're there, right there. That's why I dropped some French today. You could be thinking we can only speak English. Yes, these languages are also for us. Football, the football we love, is a global language. It's a language in itself anyway. It's a concoction of all because you don't need to say nothing. People will get what you mean so long as you've got the rubber round figure with you. But guys, I've got my own football, but today is not my day. Today is not my day. It's Ruben Amorim's day. And guys, I'm just here to talk about what to expect. Look at that comment. The first point, this was according to Ruben Amorim speaking about the problems of Man United that we are going to see him try to solve in the Man United he set out today. He says the first point is to press high. Uh, the first point to press high is you have to be very fit. That is one. You have to cope with the demands of pressing. I'm just telling my way of seeing things. Is that the problem is with the ball? We win the ball, we lose the ball too fast. The focus this week was in that part. If you don't lose the ball, you can push higher. If you are higher, you can press better. It's a snowball. Everything is connected. That is Ruben Amorim speaking proper tactical talk and trying to dismantle the issues we have at Man United and the medicine he has got for them, the anecdote that he has got, or rather the antidote that he has got for the issues that we do have at Manchester United. Now, it's a beautiful time to see. But listen, as we go into this game, guys, I mean, Arsenal won, Man City lost. Uh, we don't want to lose this game. We can't afford to lose against Ipswich. And I'll tell you, it will be. We understand that it's the first game for Ruben Amorim in charge. It might be a whole different ball game, playing against a team coached by a guy who knows our players and all. It will be a difficult game, but we cannot afford to lose this game. Two, we cannot afford not to play football. These players cannot afford not to be inconsistent. They cannot afford not to be consistent in terms of their energy, their intensity, because this is an issue Amorim spoke about. If we see, even for just a few seconds in that game, if we get a sense of players giving us the same energy or lack of it that we saw in the past games of Eric Ten Hag, guys, it is going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. We cannot be dominated by this team. We cannot be losing the ball like we're not professional footballers. We cannot be giving away easy turnovers. We cannot, guys. We cannot. We cannot. At least, even if I don't know in terms of results what I should expect to see, I expect to see Man United dominating Ipswich. I don't care if Ipswich beat Tottenham Hotspur, the same Spurs that beat Man City 4-0 at the Etihad, obliterated and dismantled them. I don't care. Man United must be starting this era with a statement. Everyone is going to be watching us. There are only two games today. At that time when we play, this is going to be the only game. It probably could be the most highly watched football match this season. We've got to give our best game. Every player has got to be on their best behavior. We cannot afford to be sluggish. We cannot afford to be naive, lazy. We have got to play like we want to. If we don't do that, trust you me, Ineos are going to dismantle this team. It is not rocket science. They are going to dismantle this team. So for me, I will not sit here and I say I know exactly what you are going to what to expect from the team, but I know what I want to see. That is all. For me, success, I want to come after the game tonight towards 9 p.m. for the match reaction. And what I'm giving you is ratings of players who have worked their hearts out, who have shown character, who have been consistent, who have shown the desire that they want to play under this new era, under this new regime. If they don't, trust you me, we've got the youngins there who are hungry to come in and knock on the door of the senior team. And I'll tell you, during the past week when Amorim has been in charge of this team, the youngins have come in and stepped in there, and I'm sure there's quite a number of them that have caught his eye, because this is a guy who loves, it's on his legacy. He loves to nurture and give an opportunity to young players. You talk about Quenda and several players in Sporting Lisbon. I'll tell you, there's a boy, Godwill Kukonki, who I spoke about, who impressed him. If these centre backs don't give him what he wants, he will give them the opportunity. And I'll tell you, Ineos will listen to whatever he recommends to be done to this squad. So for me, there is no excuse. And I like how what he spoke while speaking to Gary Neville. He said uh, that the beauty about the setup of Man United is that there is a guy in Dan Ashworth and Jason Wilcox, of course, especially Dan Ashworth, who will be speaking the same language, telling the players the same things the coach tells them. Because usually, if the coach and the boss, a person above the coach, the sporting director, whoever, do not speak the same language, the coach tells players this, the sporting director tells the agents of the players a different thing. So there is a division, a confusion in the heads of the players. But he seems to believe, that's Amorim, that Dan Ashworth, Jason Wilcox, and him all speak the same language. So in fact, he used the word, there is no way out for the players. There is nowhere to run to. You're either with the coach, because the coach is in bed with the sporting director and the technical director, or you're not. Guys, it's a battle of Ruben Amorim against these players, this player power, against these egos, against this laziness, against a whole bunch of things. We know it, but we've got to open our eyes and focus not just on the coach and what he does, but we know at the back of our minds, whereas Eric Ten Hag was sacked, we know that it's the players who failed him largely. So we must pay attention to these players as we start this new era. I'll be honest, for me, my eyes, I know I've got no doubts about Ruben Amorim and his ability to train football and teach these players. But their attitude is everything. If it's bad, Amorim is as good as dead. So what happens again? They sack him, and we're all shouting, Amorim out, because we players failed to run, because he spoke about these issues. And it's good. He highlighted them from the onset that, you know what, the players don't run, which we clearly saw. The players do not work as a team, which we knew. The players don't have the character, which we knew. The players need to learn how to play a certain way, which they lacked. We are going to be watching and judging them. And trust you me, the 2.5 years of Ruben Amorim are going to be years of proper scrutiny of each and every player without fear. For me, very important stuff. So, Ipswich, what do I expect? Of course, the players I expect to start, obviously, this game. Ahmad Diallo is one of them. I think Mason Mount could start this game, unless he's not 100% fit, considering what the boss spoke about him. But also, if Mount cannot start in this formation that he flourished under, starting and winning a Champions League final, where will or when will he ever start? If he fails, he will never play football. Well, honestly, so I'm hoping he's 100% fit, but I think Mount will start. I'm thinking Ahmad and Mount, no, Bruno and Mount starting behind the top striker, Hoyland or Rashford, and then Ahmad starting wide, then probably Antony starting on the other. Do you know that we could see Antony and Ahmad starting a game at the same time? One of them playing on the right, on the left, the other inverted. This squad still confused. It's still so difficult to guess the starting 11. You know what? Let me not even try, because I just said that, but then I'm revising it in my head, and I'm thinking, actually, no. Because if I start Anton on one side and Ahmad on the other, where is Mazraoui? Because in my defense, I'm putting delete. I put okay, maybe Mazraoui can be in defense because Martinez might not be 100% fit. But then, so then meaning you have delete, Reni Yoro, and Mazraoui in the central defense of three. Maybe for this game that could work, because I don't expect Lisandro Martinez to be in the game. Then in the middle, Ugarte and who? Kobe or Casemiro and Kobe or Ugarte and Casemiro. Again, that's another interesting. Guys, let's first see the first lineup. We will be able to probably predict the others. I'm not for guesswork, honestly. like I said at the start, I didn't know what to expect, guys. Interesting stuff, guys. Merci beaucoup. Enjoy the game. Thank you so much. I feel good. I feel good. Yes, 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 yes. That's Chinese, by the way. So yeah, I think when I'm confused, I speak a lot of languages. It's a sign, guys. It's a sign. It's a concoction of excitement, joy, anticipation, and a little bit. I don't think there is fear. Let me check myself. I don't think there is fear. I don't fear, by the way, because I have got utmost confidence in Ruben Amorim. It's just the players, but I mean, it's up to them. They either play or they are dished out. So if they want to play for Man United, they better play for Ruben Amorim because this is a new era, fam. Cheers.